Hey guys, Prowl 1701 here, and today we're doing a face-off. And today we were talking about, this was a long one. What I asked was, so we are getting Season 9 and Season 20 in the collection range this year. This leaves room for a potential third set to be released. It won't be a John set because we're already getting Season 9. And it won't be 21 since we're pretty much sure we're getting 20, all but confirmed. So let's narrow down logical possibilities. Colin's seasons are complete. 3 and 4 aren't going to happen due to so many missing episodes. A strong choice would be a Tom Baker season, as that makes sense being the 60th anniversary. You figured you'd get a Tom season. Seasons 5 and 6 from Troughton's era are possibilities, and I, of course, want a Troughton season on the shelf. I mean, don't we all? Of course, Season 1's a possibility, but I don't think so. Not so soon after Season 2. I don't think Season 4 will come with so much work still to be done on it. Season 25 is an outside possibility, though that would only leave Season 21 left from the 80s. So I think if we only get 3 this year, I would love to get 4. It is a possibility being an anniversary year. I think the third set would either be a Tom season, probably 15 or 16, or a Troughton season, 5 or 6. What potential third set would you like to see? And the options were a Tom Baker set, and in parentheses I put seasons 15 or 16 as I find 13 unlikely. I don't know why, I just don't think they'll give us 13 yet. Patrick Troughton, seasons 5 or 6. William Hartnell, season 1, or Sylvester McCoy, season 25. And winning the contest at 41% was Tom Baker, either seasons 15 or 16. Patrick Troughton, season 5 or 6, had 30%. McCoy, season 25, had 19%. And William Hartnell, season 1, only had 10%. I was surprised to see Hartnell's come in last. But I was quite pleased to see Tom Baker come in first with 41%, winning the poll. It makes sense if we only get one more after season 20 for it to be a Tom being an anniversary year. Now, if somehow we get 4 box sets this season, I can see them doing a Tom Baker and maybe a Troughton. That would be nice. Or maybe season 25 is the 4th set. Let's see what you guys thought. Dino says, as it's the anniversary this year, I think the 25th anniversary would be a good set, complete the 7th Doctor stories. If not, then definitely a Tom Baker set. Simon Mencher, who just recently sent me The Invisible Enemy and Snake Dance, which I appreciate, Simon, says, I have a feeling it will be season 15 with hopefully enhanced effects on Underworld, although that might be too expensive based on the number of background scenes that would have to be changed. First 4 stories of that season are all very good, with one undisputed classic in Horror of Fang Rock. Invisible Enemy and Image of the Fendal are both underrated, in my opinion. And in which I added, I think Sunmakers deserves more credit. It's great satire. My mind went blank for a second. I don't know if they'll do updated effects for anything in season 15 because they're not doing updated effects for every box set like they used to. And season 15 already has 2 stories that have had updated effects. So I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't do updated effects for season 15. Although I would still love for Horror of Fang Rock to get updated effects. Kenneth Raymond Moore says, I'm actually betting on 25, plus I'm a huge fan of that entire season. Remembrance, Happiness, Silver Nemesis, and Greatest Show. Elliot Marr says season 25 for the anniversary year fits best in my opinion, plus it's a great season. Jacob Reed says, I'd like to see season 5. I'll bet Troughton would look amazing in HD. I agree. TARDIS Spider, a fellow Doctor Who YouTuber, says, Troughton, as having all of the Doctors available, was only a dream a few years ago. I need that Troughton set on my shelf. I do. Sub-Zero says, I think season 1 is most likely. Equally so, a Tom season is always likely, but I'd hope for 25 personally. Just means I can watch all of Sylvester in the best quality possible currently. Unknown 289, who is also one of my patrons, says, I think there will be 2 or 3 more box sets this year after season 9 or 20. I'm thinking 125 and then either a Tom Baker or a Troughton. I don't think there'll be 3. I don't think that would happen. But I could see possibly 2, getting 4 sets overall. JLBWHO, who is also one of my patrons, says, I'm hoping season 25, more McCoy. Alisticious says, you don't think they would be saving season 13 for a special occasion such as the 60th anniversary? Regardless, my vote goes for Patrick Troughton. I think season 13 is going to sell like bonkers no matter when you release it, so I think you probably release one of Tom's lesser, relatively speaking, seasons during the anniversary year during the hype, so like season 16 maybe, or 15. I'd love some Patrick Troughton too, though. Glenn Skywalker says, I think it's a tie between season 15 or 16 and 6. And I think after season 20, if the rumors are true, which is most likely, then I think it's either a Troughton or a Baker. Maybe one in late 2023 and the other in early 2024. Stephen Crane, who's one of my top tier patrons, says, I think they'll hold off on season 16 because of the Key to Time box set that came out. No need to rehash that. So I say one of the Graham Williams seasons. Yay. Give us 13, you bastards, which isn't a Graham Williams season. That's a Hinchcliffe season. Give us, but I like his sentiment. Give us 13. We do want 13. Bananas are good, which is one of my favorite screen names. How do you know season is coming for definite? And that is kind of the worst kept secret. You already have TARDIS Team 5 saying it's coming in the summer. We know it's been delayed several times. We know they were waiting to do the Amsterdam thing, which has been filmed now. And they were waiting for Mark to be able to come back because he was in lockdown in New Zealand, but he has been back to the UK now. So that's kind of the worst kept secret that season 20 is coming. Cody W1, who is also a fellow YouTuber, says, my money is on 15. Bobby Frackwell says it will be 25. He's a huge McCoy fan, I know. And David Hammond, good old Ham, says season 15 would be my favorite season release. I know he loves season 15. He's a big fan of Horror Fang Rock, I know. I have a feeling it'll be 16 because of the Stones rumor, but I don't think the rumor has any good backing. 5.1 on Fang Rock is a must for me, but I think they might do it on Invasion of Time. I have heard the rumor about Stones of Blood, about they've been doing some behind the scenes filming for it, maybe for like a making of or something. I'd rather get 15 over 16 as well, but I'll be fine with either one. I actually just today completed my ranking of season 15 now that I've actually seen all of season 15. And I specifically mentioned Ham in that video as well. As I was ranking it, I kind of figured if the story he didn't want to be at number 1, if it wasn't at number 1, I just picture him with a sniper rifle outside with a little dot on me. But yeah, it looks like what everybody had to say. So, if there is a third set after season 20, according to the polls, which had 135 votes, 41% says they want a Tom Baker season, 15 or 16. In second place was Patrick Troughton with 30% with seasons 5 or 6. Third place, Sylvester McCoy at 19%. And William Hartnell at 10% with season 1. Although season 25 did get a lot of love in the actual comment section and got brought up a lot. So if you didn't get to vote in this poll, I'd like to know what you think. What would you like to see after season 9 and season 20 come out in 2023 for Doctor Who's anniversary year? So comment down below and let me know. Don't forget while you're here to click that like button and that subscribe button and to check out that Patreon. There's a link to that down in the description below. I want to give a shout out to some of my top tier patrons, Stephen Crane, Finn Perkins, and Colin Coney. I appreciate their support, as I do the support of all of my patrons. That does help me keep the bills paid, especially lately. I've been sick, so I missed a little bit of work, so that's really come in handy. I appreciate that. I also have a P.O. box if there's anything you would like to send me to look at and review, as well as a link to my Amazon wish list down there as well. Most importantly, though, thank you for watching.